What is going on, world? Welcome back once again. My name is Zach Novak and this is Zach Novak Plays Games. Now, I know today is a little bit different. I actually have a face cam, as you can see. You know, I'm pointing at my face, you guys can already see that. But quickly, I do want to actually state in today's video, we have the Vanguard Weekly Nightfall strikes. It is actually pretty awesome. This week, I did come out with some pretty good loot. I do have to say, me and Unknown Clone had a lot of fun doing it. It honestly was not too much of a struggle this week with the good actual modifiers. But before I keep babbling, let's roll the intro and I hope you enjoy. Alrighty, so getting straight into today's video. We actually have, as I said, the Vanguard Weekly Nightfall strike. We have Sepix Prime this week. That bloody eyeball that ended up being destroyed in year 1, it has come back with a vengeance. And let me just click something on my screen quickly, there we go. Alrighty, so now I can see the actual gameplay in itself, as you guys can see. Going through with the Zalo Supercell, killing spider walkies and all that good stuff. Me and Unknown Clone, as I said, just had a lot of fun. This strike in itself is not too difficult. It's not too much of a challenge normally, but with the modifiers as they are, it is slightly a little bit annoying, mainly for the fact of ammo. Ammo being the biggest problem for me during this actual strike. As you'll see multiple times on screen, I actually walk around with no ammo, end up milling as many people as I can and still do not get ammo. And yeah, seriously sucks. Honestly though, I don't know what that was about. Honestly, I do want to say to you guys, I'm sorry that stuff like that is happening in today's video. I actually am on some new medication that my doctor prescribed me. It is not really the greatest. It's kind of causing me to do like little weird things that I wouldn't normally do. But like, I guess it is a good thing because normally I wouldn't have this face cam here and you guys can actually see me. Let's just shrink that face cam a little bit more. There we go. Alright, perfect. Sweet. Okay, so as I did say, Sepix Prime, the giant eyeball. This strike is pretty cool. Something that I do actually want to really address, mainly about the fact that, as I say, this strike is cool. All of the strikes that we actually have at the moment are seriously freaking awesome. I do have to say that Bungie creating Destiny 2 actually I guess progressively getting more challenging with the actual strikes. Certain strikes that we have at the moment have different actual mechanics which are pretty good, such as the way we actually get trained to do the raid in itself, which is pretty awesome. Going through the actual campaign in itself, you have certain things where you have to use certain actual elemental things like elemental rockets and stuff like that. It's actually pretty neat, I do have to say. As well as the fact that there is, you know, the actual Vault of Glass mechanic in a strike at the moment. You can use an actual relic shield to fire at a giant freaking Hydra. It's cool, I do have to say, honestly. Bungie has done some really good work. As you can see in this strike, I died a lot. And my Huntress wasn't even the one that was dying most. It was my Titan. Not sure actually why. But yeah, I don't really do too well on a Titan, especially when I'm so used to being a Warlock with like Warlock Glide and all that good stuff. Warlock Glide, honestly, stop hating on it, people. Serious, it's bad, yes, we get it, but it's still honestly a freaking awesome class. It's got Palpatine fingers, it can shoot freaking lightning, you can actually revive yourself from death. We wiped there. If I actually could revive myself from death as a Titan, that would be a little bit more spicy. I'd like that. Something I do also, as I did say, address for Destiny 2. I do have to say, Bungie is going to have to step up their game and actually create some way more unique strikes with different mechanics. Most likely they already have. The one thing I'm just so looking forward to seeing, sorry if my eye keeps doing this, I keep noticing that, it's like it keeps closing. Anyway, one thing I'm really looking forward to is, well, the elemental weapons that are actually coming back with the raids and things for Age of Triumph, which I honestly think Destiny 2 might potentially, maybe, have elemental weapons somewhere in there. Not actually too sure if it's going to be like bam right in your face, you kind of get it as drops, but again, you never know. Things in Destiny 2 are just far and foreign from all of us at the moment. We haven't really heard any information whatsoever about anything, which I do have to say, Bungie, Little bit, I know you're kind of secretive with everything you do and try to keep things on the down low. But come on, at least give us a sprinklage of information. We saw what we thought was a leak a few months ago, and that showed 3 actual Guardians embraced in fire and it looked pretty cool. It's somewhere on Google, you can find it, look for Destiny 2 leak and you'll probably see the photo there. But I do have to say, that stuff potentially could be coming to Destiny 2, such as the whole thing of, I think, in just this is my speculation anyway, that the Warlock is going to get some form of shield, and that is going to be an ability for something, and that shield in itself most likely will be able to do something really unique, whether it be reflect bullets at enemies or absorb the bullets and actually get your health back, something along those lines I kind of suspect. I'm still thinking the Titans in themselves are going to get a spear, or I don't know, a lance possibly. No, I think a spear, definitely a spear. They'll get a really long awesome spear that they're able to throw, and it's like an arc javelin or something like that. Seriously, that sounds like it could actually work. Something as well for, well, the Huntress in itself. I'd have to say the Huntress now has a bow, which is pretty cool. But next step from an actual bow is a crossbow. Technically, I honestly think the crossbow could potentially come in there for some form of void weaponry, or possibly some form of arc or solar weaponry. We don't really know. See, this is what I'm speculating so much about Destiny 2. It's just one of those things we won't know until Bungie really tells us. However, we do actually know a bunch about the next live event that is coming to Destiny. It is the last live event we are actually going to be having in the life of Destiny 1. Tear rolls down the face. Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm kind of upset about. It's getting that time where we can kind of start packing up our Guardians, not really worrying about what we have in the vault, considering, another speculation, the way that Destiny 2 actually starts is the Cabal headmaster, or whoever it was out there in the old Outer Rim, ends up coming to our Earth in itself and wants to pretty much take the speaker and yeah, use him to, I guess, translate certain things from the actual traveler. Could potentially happen, but at the same time they're going to attack the tower. Tower's going to be destroyed. Our Guardians are still going to survive because we are out in the wilderness, but all the vaults and everything that we have been destroyed. We no longer have any of those weapons, any of those armors, any of those shaders, any of those emblems, even any of those sparrows. It's going to be seriously sad, but I still think that's what's going to happen. If I am right, then I don't know, subscribe. If you want to subscribe, anyway, subscribe. I'm not telling you have to, but subscribe. I'd really like it because, you know, I'm cool. Maybe, potentially. You might like me. I don't know. Do you guys like me? Let me know in the comment section down below. Well, hang on, wait. Well, I'm in the right hand corner of the screen, so yeah, it's right down there. Past the gameplay and everything. Look a little bit. Scroll down the page while I'm talking. You guys can just still hear me. I'll tell you when the actual loot comes up. Scroll down, leave a comment, do what you want. Scroll back up and you'll see loot anyway, because that's really all you guys come here for. Potentially you guys actually might just come here for me, which would be seriously freaking cool if you guys just clicked on this video because you like me. Awesome, thank you. You guys are fucking amazing. I will say that, fucking amazing. I don't usually try to swear so much. I'm trying not to swear as much around as many people as possible as I do it in the street. And yeah, I did it a few weeks ago in front of a family and they had kids. I felt really terrible after I noticed that there was kids. And yeah, don't swear in front of kids. Don't really, I don't know, get behavioral effects towards kids. Don't just let kids copy you, pretty much is what I'm saying. If a kid goes to copy you, just tell him to be himself. He doesn't have to do what you're doing. Like, I don't know. I just have that feeling that sometimes there's people out there that's just like, hey, like to a 13-year-old I should say, hey, you want to have a drink? And the 13-year-old's like, yes, sir. It's like, seriously? Like, honestly, this stuff actually still happens in Australia. Most likely it will still happen in America, where you guys most likely are potentially watching this, or even in Europe, somewhere in Europe. If you're out in Europe, what is up, my European peoples? You are awesome. Thank you for actually clicking on this video, taking the time to watch my content, watch me, and if potentially you are subscribed to the channel, I thank you very much. You are awesome. You probably didn't say, I did this. Thank you. There you go. Anyway, well, what was I talking about before? doesn't really matter. At the moment, as you can see, I am actually using a very awesome looking rocket launcher. I cannot remember what it's called. It might be Tormod's Bellows. Yeah, not too sure. I'm also using the Kvostov, which, yeah, doesn't actually do very much damage, even though it is, well, primary small arms and all that good stuff. But I've been babbling for I don't know how long. Let's actually get into the loot. So, starting things off with my Titan. I'm actually watching this live with you guys because I can't remember. I think I got No Land Beyond. Yes, I got No Land Beyond, which was freaking awesome. I was really hard about that. Unknown Clone got a Raku Izume 4 at 391, which that's actually still pretty cool. He also got a Strange Coin. He always somehow manages to get Strange Coins or Motes of Light on top of what he actually gets normally. But yeah, that's just me complaining. We're on to the Warlock. So, with my Warlock, things didn't actually work out so well. I ended up getting myself some Strange Coins and a Mote of Light, which worked out, but Unknown Clone got an Angel's Advocate, which is a scout rifle I have not actually used. I ended up getting it one time and dismantled it because I thought it was something else. Very upsetting because that actually is a very good weapon, very viable if it has the right rolls. The rolls that actual Unknown Clone has, I don't know if they are the perfect rolls. They look kind of decent. I potentially might actually see if I can try it out on his account at some point in the future, because unless he's actually dismantled it, which that would suck, but yeah, that's horrible. Anyway, let's finally finish things out with my Huntress. My Huntress ended up coming out with something, let's just put it as that. See? Some strange coins. 3 of coins, what I'm talking about. Unknown Clone got a Peregrine Greaves at 390. Those boots I was asking for the entire time while we're actually playing the strike. Once we actually finished the strike, I wanted to get a 400 boots of AO, which my Huntress already is wearing. However, they are not the greatest rolls. They're, I think, 96% or something like that. They're very close to being max. However, I would like to actually get that max full stat kind of thing. I'm actually got 5, 5, and 4 on my Warlock, which is pretty cool. I like that, but not bragging. Humble brag. Anyway, we are getting towards the end of this video because I've been talking for way too long. We had some loot drops, which is pretty freaking cool. I might actually do a video tomorrow where I unbox some potentially exotic engrams. We don't know. We'll see. Something like that could possibly happen. But yeah. Once again though, I didn't really say it even in the first place. I will say it though, if you are a new viewer or a new subscriber, thank you for actually taking the time out of your day to watch my content. You are fucking awesome. You are amazing. Seriously, my heart goes out to you because honestly, myself, I don't think I'm that entertaining. I don't think I can really, you know, keep a conversation going potentially by myself and actually have it be interesting. Let me know in the comments section. Am I actually that interesting? Am I boring? Am I monotone? Do I have actually a problem with the way I speak? Anything. Let me know in the comments section. Once again though, if you have enjoyed this video, click that like button down below. Do all that good stuff. Subscribe. Do all that good stuff. That's stupid. Do all that good stuff. Subscribe if you are a new subscriber. If you're a new viewer, anything like that. Once again, thank you. But until next time, do all that good stuff and I'll be cheering like Kieran if he was Ed Sheeran. Until next time though, signing off. This is Zach Novak. Peace out.